I can't breathe.
Hey! We're recording the podcast! Shut up! Good morning to you, wherever you are, because it is morning somewhere. For July 20th, 2026.
My name is Bernie Burns, sitting right over there, playing it cool. Blaine Gibson, everybody, say hi to Blaine.
I wanted to give it like a fragrance commercial kind of take to it, you know?
Sultry, one would say.
Yeah.
Evocative.
Well, I'm imagining that people, they hear this come on their phone when they're waking up in the morning, and then now they're waking up to, it's morning somewhere, and that's a good start to the day.
It's like it eases them into the day. It is Monday, Blaine.
Yeah.
It is Monday.
Gotta
You don't want to
do
like
some
hit him.
Mondays.
You don't hit him like right in the face with a Monday.
No, that'll come tomorrow. Wait, am I allowed to say that?
You're here all week.
It's Blaine Week. Blaine Week 2.0. Blaine
Bleak Week.
Summer Blaine's Fest.
Get Blaine. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
What are you gonna do? Can I say what you have coming up in your personal life?
Yeah, go for it.
So Blaine's getting married
I'm getting married.
to the loveliest lady on the planet.
Yeah, Kristen. No, it's been it's coming up. It's coming. Oh shit, it's coming up.
You know what's something I've always loved about our group of friends, coworkers, and everything is that when like somebody gets somebody in their life, everyone else is like, "Come on in," come on in, welcome to the fold.
It's pretty great. I mean, she's like, and she fits in like perfectly too. And also like, she recently reconnected with like Tina of Ray and Tina fame, and I never really got to hang out with Ray. We were like two ships passing, you know, like when I was switching into full time at Rooster Teeth, Ray was like out the door. And so, like, I've been hanging out with Ray and Tina a lot lately, and they're fucking lovely.
They were pretty compartmentalized. I mean, Achievement Hunter in general.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, it was like occasionally that door would open, and you're like, "Oh shit, what's about to happen?" And they come running out or something like that. For the most part, they were just in that room, and that was it.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about 636, right?
Oh yeah. Which I always wear that as like a badge of honor that I got to be there for 636. Even though it was like the last couple of months, I think it was like my internship, and I think my internship was like just about to wind down as we were transitioning over to stage 5. But that was such a fun period though.
So to be clear too, to the audience, 636 was our 4th office. Isn't that crazy to think about that?
Yeah, because you had the house, you had the Congress.
We had the house, we had the apartment for a short time in Buda, downtown Buda. And then we had the office on Congress, and then we had 636, which is the one I think was like kind of the zeitgeist of Rooster Teeth as like the big company with lots of different shows.
Yeah.
I mean, for the first 8 years, I was there 16 years. The first 8 years, it was really, I mean, it was primarily red versus blue.
Yeah.
It was like that for the first 2 offices. And then we got into Congress, where the podcast started, RT Shorts started.
Yeah, RT Shorts.
And then Achievement Hunter started, but it wasn't like, Achievement Hunter was like Achievement Guides. Like it was a totally different animal.
Yeah.
Totally different animal. Like there were a couple of like Let's Play-ish videos, but that really took off at 636.
Yeah, because then you had like Ruby, and then like really Achievement Hunter in its full form, and then like Rooster Teeth Podcast, but on the classic set that I think everybody thinks of whenever they think of RT Podcast.
What do you think when you say the classic set?
I think of the arches and then the center logo. For whatever reason, I think that was like when I kind of was jumping on board. I listened sporadically early on when it was just the tabletop, that shitty metal thing that would get your fucking sweater sleeve caught on.
The rivets.
Yeah, it looked great. Terrible design. But yeah, no, I think of that, and then those like we went through all the different iterations of the end chairs, you know.
Yeah.
I remember whenever we were closing down, they're like, "All right, you know, if you want to call dibs on stuff before the reopening." When we were, you know, on our way out, they're like, "If you want to call dibs on props or whatever," and I was like, "I want everything. Give me the giant logo," and they're like, Bernie.
I do. I was about to say I have that.
Yeah.
I have the Rooster Teeth Podcast set.
Can I tell you what I did get though? Have I told this to you?
What'd you get?
The Oilers helmet.
Oh, did you really?
It was the first thing when I found out that, you know, what was going on and stuff like that, and that there was going to be like a land rush for all the old stuff. I was like, I'm stealing that helmet.
I always thought a really funny look was if you bought a football helmet, and this was a Houston Oilers football helmet, a replica. It wasn't even like a really good one. Like you would never want to use this.
Absolutely not.
When playing. And I remember I had to like stretch it to put it on my head too. And then you take the face guard off, it just completely changes the look of a football helmet.
You look like a dumbass.
It looks goofy as shit.
Yeah.
And this is before your time probably, but there was an old comic strip called Doonesbury. And one of the characters wore a football helmet with no face guard in it. And that's where I got the idea for that with Doonesbury. And it was a helmet that we put on people in immersion.
Yeah.
To imply safety.
Yeah.
To not have safety, but to imply safety.
No, zero. If anything, it would probably be like you could have survived, a PVC pipe to the head, just like raw dogging it. But if you had that helmet on, a shard would have gone into your skull or something like that.
I'm grateful. We did a lot of antic stuff, and I'm grateful, and I'm going to glaze over some things, so there were some close calls. I'm glad nobody got hurt. And one of the stories I sent to you just recently that I want to talk to you about, because how crazy is this, right? So the guy who was cast to play Kratos in God of War, the live action series, apparently they got about 4 episodes in, and he tore his bicep, and now this is a horror story for an actor. He's going to get recast.
Yeah.
He lost the part. Like that's a game changer.
It's brutal. And I can speak to this because I went through that injury. I tore my left biceps and dude, you are locked into a cast basically. It's not a cast anymore. They have like these it looks like what was that? Elysium with Matt Damon. He had the exosuit.
Yeah.
It looks like that. You're like Velcroed into this thing, and then it locks you so that you can't move it for certain degrees for like a certain amount of time until they deem it's necessary, or you can start like rehabbing it. And your muscle mass just completely evaporates. It goes away.
You look like a fiddler crab if you're you. One super built arm and one tiny arm.
I have pictures actually. I don't show them that often because it's such a bummer, and you can see it in my face, just the life drained from my eyes.
Because it takes a long time to get it back.
Oh yeah, because it completely what's it called when a atrophies?
Atrophy, right?
Yeah. So and it's just.
I bet your version of atrophies is everyone's like after photo though of like 12 years of working out.
Dude, I'll find it for you later. It's not a fun time. I really feel for that guy because not only is it just that guy's a fitness nut. You can tell. I mean, he's built like a brick shit house, and he's gonna be like a year minimum just getting back to close to where he was before. Even now, you got to relearn, Soup Nation, Pro Nation, Bachelor Nation, all of the nations. And it sucks, man. It's a slow process. So,
what'd you do
for just recovery and stuff like that?
What was that? Did you hear that noise? Yeah. What was that?
You have a cat bowl in here?
No.
A feeder?
I'll go back and play that. Here, I'll mark that. That was a weird noise.
Is this place haunted?
Yeah. No, my place in Scotland is.
Oh.
For sure.
I want to hear updates on that if you have any.
For sure. If you're in the kitchen by yourself, you will hear something.
Are you good with that? Like, do you just have you come to peace with it?
So I have a specific incident, which I'm going to repeat. I'm sure I've told the story before, but I'll tell it to you because it's new to you. Where I was in my office, and my office is upstairs, and there's a very creaky hallway. It's a very old place. And this hallway is like so creaky. It's also slanted. It's almost like a fun house. Like it's left to right. The hallway's slanted. So it just makes a lot of noise. You can't go down that hallway and not make noise. And I was up there working, and I heard Ashley coming down the hallway. And she just stopped in the hallway. Like she's coming down because the kids were not there. They were at school. Middle of the day. And I heard the creaking, the steps. And I go, Ash, are you trying to sneak up on me? She doesn't say anything. I say, Ashley, is that you? No joke, clear as day. No. I said, what do you mean no? And I walked down the hallway, nobody's there. I heard it clear as day. And I get a little bit of chills saying it right now. I was not the least bit worried about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried at all.
You had showed me the video that you took for the attic with the voices.
Did you hear the voice?
Mm-hmm.
You heard a voice?
Yeah. When we stayed there, it was a fantastic time. I had a blast. That was such a good trip.
My uni buddies are coming next week. That's gonna be fucking mayhem.
Oh, that's gonna be fun though.
It's gonna be great.
It's a great spot. But maybe tell them, if I had to give you any advice, tell them all that shit the last day that they're there, because I was in my bed just I'm gonna get fucking ghost haunted. Something, I don't know. Taking it back home with me.
What I used to tell people when they'd come and stay.
Yeah.
I'd bring them in the room and I'd say, okay, here's where this is if you need this. Here's how to turn on the radiator if you need to turn on the radiator. This is they have the cool towel racks that heat everything up because it's all part of the radiator system there. And then if they have a fireplace in the room, I say, here's the stuff you need to light it. Be careful. If you have anything, there's a fire extinguisher over here and be careful. I go, I think that's it. And I point at the window and I go, oh yeah. And if in the middle of the night, if anything knocks on the window, because we're a couple floors up, I'm like, just remember, they can't come in unless you let them in. All right, good night. And I kind of leaned into it. I stopped leaning into it because people they get scared there. They can really get scared there.
No, it's a great place.
It's a combination between super old and it's in the country. So it's like, it kind of freaks people out across.
Yeah. Well, I want to go back to the injury thing, but also I had a bachelor party this weekend. It was like a combined, this is going to sound very...
Oh, for you?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, this is going to sound like some like church group shit. We combined our bachelorette, and we just got this like big B&B. We're not doing a bridal party. Like, that's such a political thing, you know, choosing like, oh, who's this person, where, you know, all that stuff. So
good call.
We basically were just like, anybody that was going to be in the bridal party was just going to come out, and like, you know, James and Elise came into town, and Josh Flanagan, and like Chris was out there and stuff like that. It's just a great Barbara, and it was just a good time. But also, like, there is just something about a large house with tall ceilings, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's fucking terrifying. So that was creepy.
I had a weird thing one time when I stayed in New York for something, who knows what.
Yeah.
Over the years, and we stayed in a really cool hotel. No, wait, it might not have been New York, but it was somewhere else. Anyway, the point is, the floor that I stayed on, they had just like taken a ballroom and like built walls to make rooms, you know, to just make it more packed and a denser hotel.
Okay.
But the weird effect it had was the ballroom ceiling was super high. So imagine being like in a room like this size, but you're laying in bed and the ceiling is like 30 feet up. It's like, it almost was like vertigo looking up.
Yeah.
Like when you're laying in bed, it was like the ceiling was way too high. It was weird. Really weird. I think it was Melbourne, actually.
I feel like they could have just made that into 2 stories or something.
You would have thought, right?
Yeah.
I guess they weren't at that level yet of construction.
That's strange.
But we always, like I said, Danny Trejo, going back to the injury thing, Danny Trejo has a great quote, which I'll paraphrase here, which he said that, yeah, cool, you get to go on talk shows and say you do your own stunts, and that's fantastic. But Danny Trejo said, I don't do my own stunts because it gives a stunt performer a job, and I'm also not risking 80 other people's jobs when I want to like do the stunt myself and have it look really cool.
Have they said what caused the stunt? Or was it like or sorry, what caused the injury? Because it implied that he was doing the stunts, but I couldn't tell if that was the case or not.
Ooh, do you think he hurt himself training? That would be a nightmare.
I think he might have.
Oh,
because the thing is like when you're, I don't know if you saw the new He-Man movie, but shout out to that guy. He's like 31 and he looked incredible. And that is like the fucking worst, like 3, 4, or 5 months of his life, because he has to look like tip-top physical shape to be just not only shirtless, but like in a loincloth, so like showing his legs and everything. And you're dehydrated. You're probably on a deficit, so you're probably not getting like proper nutrition. So there's a chance that this dude was just doing something in the gym and it just popped because he had to get a pump. And he's just like, he's got to maintain that shape, you know?
Yeah, they said Hemsworth on the first Thor would just carry people around set to stay pumped.
Yeah.
Like he would just carry people around.
That's pretty cool.
It's probably a funny way to do it, though, too. It sounds like very much in his milieu. But, yeah, that would be really, really unfortunate. I think the one good thing about what actors are doing with these big transformations is I think they're being a little bit more honest. Mm-hmm. It's like a stepladder of destigmifying, like, the use of, like, hormones and stuff like that, like even human growth hormone. Mm-hmm. People are talking about it more and more.
But you guys made me stick so many steroids in my ass. That's so strange.
No, that's why we hired you. We didn't make it. It was implied that's why we wanted you to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like I'm all for the transparency, because then otherwise you're just creating this like terrible body dysmorphia and like you're, oh yeah, no, I'm all natural and stuff. But like there's like legal gray area, so that's probably why they kind of have to talk around it and probably can't tell the full truth. But like I think they need to tell people like straight up, like, no, I'm on gear, because otherwise you're having these like 15-year-old boys who are like, I'm never gonna get that big. You know, how the hell am I gonna do that?
Right. It's not just eat like 2 meals a day and that's it.
Did I ever tell you the story of the aftermath of my bicep tear? I won't get graphic about it.
I'd love to know how you got the injury, if you're comfortable talking about
absolutely.
We're going to do injury talk here in a second here. So
it was such a defining moment, because that was like one of the worst years of my life, because like both my parents, I think, had gotten cancer. And then that happened, and I think there was something like a work thing, and I was just like, I just am dying.
There was a work thing?
Was that wasn't Rooster Teeth wasn't going down then, was it? It was like in the midst of the pandemic.
Hey, heads up. There was a work thing for like the last 8 years every year. Just
You're
a
right.
heads up.
Yeah, sure. It was just a really rough like 1.5 2-year stint. But so I was at the climbing gym and they had these things called dynos, and dynos are like a dynamic movement, right? So like you're at some point making a big jump, let's say. So like the one that I was on, I had both my hands on a boulder. I had both my feet planted.
So you're on one of those like colorful climbing walls.
Yeah, because I bouldered all the time. I boulder still, but not as much. And so I had to basically make a leap over like Tom Cruise style and then catch this like really like juggy hold. And so I do the move. It's a little risky. It took me a couple tries, and I catch it. But my momentum was like so great because the jump was like so like powerful that my body kind of swung out left. And then when it was swinging back right, I lost grip with my right arm. So all of the weight of my body plus all that momentum went onto my left arm.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Mixed-handed?
Yeah.
I write with my right hand, but all my sports are with my left.
Interesting. So you don't have like a strong arm.
Well, now it's the right arm.
Right one, right? Okay. Okay. So you're swinging on your left arm now.
Yeah, so then it just pops. And then
Did you hear it?
I heard it. I landed on my feet, and I wasn't sure, but I could feel that the adrenaline was pumping through my body, and I knew that something was immediately wrong. And I tried lifting my arm in that moment, and I was like, yeah, this isn't good. And I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, so I went to the bathroom, very casual, because I didn't want to admit that I just like busted my arm open. Took my shirt off, and they have this thing called Popeye arm, and either the bicep will move down towards your forearm or it'll move up into your shoulder.
I've heard of it being like a window blind that's rolled up.
Yeah. So it did that, but it went up into my shoulder. So basically, and I'm so sorry, guys, if this is like kind of freaking you out. I'll get over it quickly. They reconnected the bicep. I have a little bit of metal in there now. It's great. It's in good form and stuff like that. But
So what are we talking about? Are we talking about a tendon at the end that lets go?
yes, a tendon that's separated from like the bone. So basically they had to like put a rod and then they had to put a button on the tendon and then they had to basically button my bicep back on.
Oh my gosh.
And so then the aftermath of that is like I called Kristen and I was like, I'm pretty sure I just tore my bicep. Called my dad and I was like, can you talk to one of the trainers? Because he's got like a field trainer because he's a football coach. And they were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you tore your bicep. So I went to CVS and I was like, all right, I need to get a sling, an ice pack, but I can't let them know that I just fucked up my arm. So I'm going to get something that's going to throw them off. I'll get a Powerade. And before I walked into
Why
the CVS,
can't you let them know? Is it just you hiding stuff?
I was so embarrassed.
No.
I don't know why.
It's your personality too. And there's also a thing that some people have, which can be dangerous when they're hurt or sick, that go away. In fact, a lot of people who choke to death in restaurant bathrooms.
Because they're not freaking out about it, right?
Or they just like, I got to get out of here. This is embarrassing. And they go in the bathroom and they choke to death in the bathroom because
Whoa.
they're embarrassed that they're choking and they die because there's no one to help them.
Well, so I was driving my Jeep at the time, and that's a manual transmission. So imagine trying to steer and shift gears with a torn bicep.
I broke one bone my whole life, my left ankle, and drove a clutch home the whole way.
Yep.
And every time I shifted gears, I was like, yeah.
So yeah, I was like biting the steering wheel while steering and shifting gears and then switching arms back and forth. And then I remember I tucked my hand into my pocket in my front of my pants so that I looked like I was just kind of like casually resting it because I was like, otherwise it would have just been like crumpled to the side and people have been like, that guy's injured.
Right.
Get him.
We have to help him. No, don't help me.
No, get back. It was brutal. I wish that guy the best of luck. I know he's going to recover and he's going to have like the best support, I'm sure. But like, what a knock to the ego to get recast.
Dude, it's ego doesn't even cover it to me because these opportunities are so fucking rare.
Yeah.
A great example of it is a guy that most people probably wouldn't know the name of, and his name is Doug Ray Scott. And Doug Ray Scott, do you know who he is?
Is he Tony's brother?
He was cast years ago. He was cast in a part, and I hope I pronounce this right. It's Wolverine. He was cast as Wolverine.
No way.
They wouldn't let him out of his contract for Mission Impossible. And so they said, okay, well, we'll just go with this Australian guy, Hugh Jackman. And so Doug Ray Scott would have been Wolverine. And now Hugh Jackman has played Wolverine for what, 20 years?
As long as I've, known about the X-Men pretty much. Doug Ray Scott, I'm looking him up.
I think he's Australian too, or he might be Kiwi. But I think I want to say he was on Mission Impossible 2, which also shows how long ago it was, right?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let him out of his contract. which is so weird because now the Mission Impossible franchise has this weird thing of like fucking with superhero contracts, like Henry Cavill, and putting the mustache thing.
Yeah.
Which James Willems always clowned on it so hard. Honestly, I never even noticed it. If they hadn't like published it and talked about it, I would have never noticed it.
He's got a good look.
He does. I think he was more like lore accurate.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Was he short?
I think he might have been shorter. I don't know much. That's the thing. I don't know much about the guy.
Yeah.
These opportunities, I always heard about when stuff got canceled during COVID too. These projects are so hard to put together and these roles are so hard to land. You cannot take it for granted. Like, oh, it sucks that this happened to you on this one. It's like it's usually a series of like successes that you can put together that build a career. So you can't understate the impact on this guy.
I've been playing all the Metal Gear Solid games, and it kind of does bum me out. Like, they don't need to make a movie, but my curiosity is getting the better of me, so I want to know. And I know I think currently it's with the Final Destination guys, but there was a version where they were going to do Metal Gear Solid, and Oscar Isaac was going to be Solid Snake, and I would have liked to have seen that, but like he's aged out. It's like past. But I hate those movies where it's like, on paper, this sounds great. I think the only one that's not that case is I think Armie Hammer was going to play Batman at one point.
Doug Gray Scott, by the way, Scottish. I was completely wrong.
Oh.
Kiwi. Yeah, Scottish dude. We'd have a Scottish Wolverine, motherfucker. So.
What would that have sounded like?
Well, I'm sure you would have adopted an American accent, whatever, or Canadian, since Wolverine's Canadian.
Yeah.
They don't publish that a lot, do they? They don't push the Canadian angle very much.
They should. I think they do in the lore. I got the game on pre-order. I'm really excited about that one.
Are you? Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah.
I caught flack because I said I didn't want to watch it because in the trailer, the gameplay footage, the first thing he does is stab this lady in the neck like 3 times. I just don't want to do that in a video game. So, but the audience gave me grief.
Yeah.
The gamers in the audience.
Wait, she's like a racist to mutants or something.
I think that's what it was. I think she was a human trafficker. People were actually saying that to me.
They're like, coming.
It's totally fine. She's a human trafficker.
Yeah.
They're fair game at this point. They're like zombies or Nazis.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we've sorely lacked villains since the Nazis,
Hey, let's to wrap up here, and Blaine will be back on again tomorrow. You have Stinky Dragon going. You can always catch Blaine and his crew over at Stinky Dragon, and also Good Morning from Hell. But you also just recently did a live show, right, for the Willemses podcast.
Yeah, Answer for it. It's a fantastic show. So they have a podcast. It's James. It's Elise. It's AJ Lucasio, who's Gambit. Speaking of X-Men, and he's one of the most prolific voice actors that I personally know. I mean, you can't play a game. He was in God of War. He's in everything. And then, of course, Zach Anner. And they have an awesome podcast, and it's a great listen. You should go support them. But also, they do live shows, and their live show is kind of a break from that format. And I was talking to James about it. We were all walking away, like, patting each other's backs, like, that's the best live show I've ever done. All of us were like, that was incredible. And he's like, no one knows that our live shows are this good. He's like, I don't know how to advertise it. So I'm doing this for James to say that if you had the opportunity to go to an Answer for It live show, they're a blast.
And they're always publishing them on their social media whenever they do one. They're not all the time, but especially if you're in Southern California, you got a lot better chance of going to see one as well. I'm sorry I couldn't go to see it. I was busy with my son. He was moving away to L.A., so maybe he'll be able to go see one of their shows, but I couldn't go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it seemed like a really great time. You had a fun time doing it?
I had a blast, yeah. It was me and Barbara on a team. Spoiler alert, we won.
It's trivia. It's like a combination of like trivia, funny answers.
Yeah, if they ask a really hard trivia question, if you don't know the answer, then you just write a funny joke. And if it gets a reaction from the audience, then you get a point. You know who's a killer, a sniper on trivia? Jeff Ramsey.
Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me at all.
He knows everything. It was like the stupidest stuff. Like, what did they use for bleach back in Roman times? And he was like, oh, piss. And it got it right.
That seems really specific. I would have guessed that Jeff would have known that one.
It was impressive.
Yeah, and some people still use it today. Mm-hmm. All right, well, Blaine, thank you for joining us this July 20th, 2026. I want to give a special thank you shout out to our sponsors, Mark Kopko, Betrayal Wolf, and Vincent Yeah. All right, Blaine will be with us for the next 2 days. We will be back talking to you tomorrow. We hope you will be here as well.
Morning somewhere. Have a great morning.